Yeah, so I think there's certainly a lot of concern about how sustainable the growth of AI capex can be, right? But the fact is, as we've seen, that even the U.S. Hyperscalers revised up their capex expectations slightly this year, and now you're seeing the China internet players, the tech players, are now revising up a lot of their capex after the launch of DeepSeek. So I think the capex trend itself is still moving up from people's expectation. But yes, I agree that after you're building all these infrastructure in the industry, that you need to see a lot of applications coming in. How are people going to leverage their access to a cheaper and cheaper token in these large language models, and what software and exciting applications that they could build to leverage this infrastructure. Of course, we can't just build infrastructure out forever. We need to see the applications that are also coming in as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the use cases are going to be very interesting as far as the next leg of this trade. So in that sense, where we're at right now, Edward, I mean, what are you sort of telling clients about how to play this trade regionally at the moment?
Yeah, so I think for us, active managers is definitely an exciting time, because your adoption is broadening out from not just the infrastructure players, but potentially into more software players and other players. So I think in this process as active manager, it's an exciting time for us to find companies that will really benefit or really be able to leverage the frontier models that we have today, right? For instance, like after the launch of DeepSeek, it's really been a game changer for a lot of China tech companies, where market previously thought they were not able to leverage the AI models that the world have and build applications on top of it. So I think with the open source model like DeepSeek, it enables developers not just in China and around the world to build on top of a very leading and efficient model. So I think that's really a positive news for software developers around the world.
Okay, you've given us a few points on how you see AI demand sustaining. Could you walk us through that?
Yes, so I think there's two sides of this, right? So on the training side, as I said earlier, I think the continuous scaling is very important, right? Whether we get performance improvement in the model as we continue to scale the size of compute in pre-training and post-training, because we're seeing that the size of these data center and the clusters that are built for training these large models are getting bigger and bigger. So whether we do get an improvement in the model performance in that's important, right? Because that indicates, are you able to continue to scale your compute cluster, therefore the demand for a lot of these GPUs going forward. And then on the application side, as demand pick up, I think the demand for inference compute will also pick up, and that a lot of the chips are shared between training and inference. So I think that's really both important for the demand and sustainability of the demand for the AI chips.